intentional breathing, cold water swimming, yoga, ice baths, gong baths. These are many things nowadays that are recommended if you experience ongoing trauma, ongoing anxiety. So let's just pause, let's just press pause, because across social media it's everywhere. All the platforms are talking about it, but we need to just have a word of balance and caution, I feel, at this moment. Why is that? Am I just being miserable? Not at all. This comes with much love and having tried many of these things and still using some of them in my daily life. But through a trauma lens, it's really important to know that, especially when we experience early childhood trauma, the way that our body and brain cope with things that we can't escape from is there's a kind of big disconnect that goes on, because the sensations coming up from the body, so 80% of information goes from the body up to the brain, is very overwhelming for that tiny baby, that young child, that young person. It's huge, but especially the baby and the young child. They can't express it apart from in ways that don't always please adults, by crying and maybe running around all over the place, or being very shut down and seeming as if they're being avoidant and resistant. So they can't escape it. So in ways that I'm not sure has been fully understood by science yet, but we're close to it, the body and brain have a kind of disconnect in order to cope. So fast forward to whatever age, where we see on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or who knows where, oh, you need to do this kind of breathing, you need to jump in a cold river, you need to. Now, I'm not saying that people don't find these things amazing. Some people really do. But we need to go about them super carefully, because in that moment where you hit the cold water, or you manage to get breath down your body, or you do a specific, I lost my sunglasses, yoga exercise or something, anything like that, you suddenly feel your body. And it may be that you feel parts of your body that you've never felt before since you were that tiny, overwhelmed, terrified baby, child, maybe having a medical procedure, who knows what. That's the problem with trauma, is that so often we don't know what. Now you suddenly can feel that part of your body again, and you get hit by some very uncomfortable body sensations, emotions. Your system might flick you into a huge state of panic and crisis, which is how you felt at that time, at that moment in time. Or it might shut you completely down, or it might do this kind of hybrid version of what's often called freeze, where you're really panicking and you're really terrified and you want to fight or escape, but actually you feel as if you're trapped inside your body and your brain. So body-based stuff, can it be useful? Yes, but you need to be doing it with somebody who really understands about trauma, who can recognize in you the signs of maybe that you've gone on into a big state of shutdown, maybe you're in a big state of freeze, and even better if they can feel it through their own bodies, their own nervous systems. Fantastic. So select what you try very carefully, select the person you work with very carefully, and go so slowly.